Hello, it's me. I'm back again. How's everybody doing on this 22nd day of August in the year 2026? Hope everybody's doing well. I think we don't see nobody in the chat room yet, but that's fine. Well, they may or may not dwindle in here in a little bit. But yeah, I'm not going to keep it too long tonight. I know I got things to do, and I'm sure y'all do too. But appreciate you coming in here and visiting for a while in my house, and glad to have you. Took a little hiatus last weekend. Went camping for a couple of days. Enjoyed myself, even though it was a little hot. But we made do. I mean, it was pre-planned vacation that when you do things like that, you don't never know what the weather's going to be on that day. So. And it was a learning process too. I learned that there's a few things I needed that we didn't have. And next time around, Lord willing, we'll have them. But all in all, it was a pretty good couple of days, and just get away from the house more or less. Spend time with the grandkids and everything. And as I said, it was too hot to do a whole lot. I didn't do any filming, any videotaping. I did take a few pictures. We spent most of the time in the water trying to stay cool. We found a couple of decent shade trees. I mean, and camped on, well, not camped, but we got lawn chairs and chased them around, it was pretty fun. First day, I didn't notice it after the second day that I had my hat with me, but I neglected to put it on, and thus resulting in the top of my head getting sunburnt. And I had it on the second day, but it was still burnt, so it wasn't. It just kept it from getting more burnt. But the rest of me was pretty good shape, the top of my head, and it was all good. And we kept cool, like I said, for the most part. I mean, comfortable. Wasn't much you could do other than just find you a shade tree. I mean, of course, if you had air conditioning in your tent or whatever, that would make a big difference. We had fans and stuff, but they'll only do so much. Luckily, we didn't have any storms down there. I mean, it didn't rain a bit. We was kind of on about the second day. We was kind of wish it would, to be honest with you. But anyway, again, I welcome everybody into the house. Everybody's catching the repeat. I'm not going to keep it in here very long tonight, but for however long I am in here, I will try to entertain you by just talking. Storms, he might be in here in a little while. I don't know. He may be taking a nap. I haven't talked with him since this afternoon, so I don't know what he's doing. in between that time and now. But if he pops in, I'll shoot him a link. He come up for a little bit. Yeah, I missed church last Sunday morning because we were on our way back, and that was very unusual for me. I kind of missed it, but not kind of. I did miss it. You know, I did read the Bible a little bit there and caught up on that Sunday school lesson and stuff like that. But it's not the same as being in there, you know, being around everybody else, you know, and stuff. It's a big difference. Big difference. But anyway, the good Lord, He gave us a good couple of days, even though it was hot. It was all good. You know, I kind of wished, you know, now that I would at least took the time to went walking more, but I just didn't feel like it. It was setting up that first day, man. Pretty much drained me, and it was hot and everything. You know, I'm trying to cool off, and I just wasn't feeling it. Everybody else walked around doing things, but now the second day, late that afternoon, I did, but I didn't, like I said, I didn't take no videos or anything. Just a few pictures. I'll have them in a later on montage later on. Hello there, Barry. Yeah, I don't know. They're at StreamYard stupid. It's like everything else. You never know from one week to the next what's going to be different. I noticed a couple little new things here that's different. I wasn't expecting it. There it is. Yeah. There's a link. Hop up whenever you want to, Barry. Yeah, I don't know. We're just kind of today. I ain't done too much at all. Kind of piddled around and got everything done as far as mowing. Just kind of watched a little bit of TV and played a little bit of video games. That's the first time I've been on my Xbox for 3 months. I thought today I'd hop on there a little bit. I still got it on in there. But yeah, it's just one of them things, you know. I thought we was going to get a little bit of rain today. It did sprinkle a little bit, but didn't mount to anything. My radio went off 2 or 3 times, but it wasn't for us, so I wasn't worried about it. They were getting some storms this afternoon, and I guess they were right on that part. Some people did get some storms. We didn't. Went to the east and west of us, kind of split right in the middle. Yeah, I lost a little bit of things, we had problems with our air mattresses. I mean, our air mattresses, we've had it 2 or 3 years or better, but it got some holes in it somehow or another. And I tried patching it. I had some stuff down there to patch it, and it wasn't no good.
There we go.
I don't know what happened to it, but it had a little bitty pea holes in it. Where they come from, I have no idea, because I had them put up where nothing could get to them. I don't understand how they got holes in them, but they did. Anyway, I chunked them in the dumpster before we left. Well, I passed on that thing for all I was going to. I said, it's going in the dumpster. I am not hauling that thing back. Actually, we chunked 3 mattresses in there. Air mattresses. Hey, Barry, how you doing? I thought you might have been asleep.
I know that was 2 hours ago.
Oh. Hello there, Janet. Potter, welcome in. Welcome in, Janet. Good to see you in there. Hope you're doing well. Yeah. I don't know, Barry. I kind of would have welcomed a little bit of a shower. We got just a little bit. It wasn't nothing to make a difference on anything. I don't even think he got the grass wet, to be honest with you. It was wettish. It was kind of spitting rain. Just after we got back home from the store. And really how it goes. Oh, what'd you do this afternoon?
Nothing. Nothing. Didn't feel like doing anything.
I pretty much didn't even do anything either. I was about me. I didn't do.
I done enough crap this week that I didn't want to do.
Yeah.
You catch my drift?
Yeah. That's the way it was here today. I pedaled around a little bit. Other than that, just you can only watch so much television, and it starts running together, and nothing interesting. So, yeah.
Your mic sounds a little hot.
My mic.
Yeah, it sounds hot. Like maybe turn
Like
it down a notch.
Turn it down.
Just a notch.
Okay, let me get my.
It started to sound like it was under a box.
Okay. Well, I don't doubt that. Let's see. Let's turn my mic that way. How about that right there?
That's good.
Huh?
That's good.
Okay. All right. Let me talk normal into it. Does that sound good there now?
Yeah. Before you had some distortion coming in there, it sounded like you had put a plastic box over top of your mic and was trying to talk.
Well, maybe I was going for that.
Don't touch it then.
Yeah, it's too late now, Barry. You done got my settings off.
Oh, well.
And I was going for.
You got murder hornets over there?
No, I've not been looking for any either.
Well, I don't know, because they're all over here terrorizing me.
Oh, you got murder hornets? You got murder hornets too?
Yeah, they're big as your thumb over here, dude.
Oh, yeah, I remember them suckers. Yeah. Them big yellow ones.
Yeah.
Great big suckers. They're after them pears in that tree.
Well, they into the trailer at the back door like they're going to get through that metal. Just take a run and go right at it. Wham! I'm like, you're not getting through that metal. Huh?
You better watch how you. You better watch how you go out that door.
It's like they're half retarded or something.
Well,
you keep banging your head into the wall of metal siding on the trailer, you stupid insect. Wham!
Them suckers right there will get you. They're probably mad about something.
Yeah, and then every once in a while, there'll be one in here flying around the house, and I have to kill it.
Yeah. No, I ain't seen any around here lately.
And they're all over here because it's stupid pear tree.
Bradford Pear. Right there's it draws them in there every year. Every year. Yeah, there's a comp every year thing. And I'm glad too.
Yeah.
I don't have them. I couldn't deal with it. I couldn't deal with it. Maybe the Hornets would have to leave. And
I like sitting out on my back porch, at night, and it's kind of hard to do.
Well, you may have to go out and start sitting out on the front porch a little bit. At least
I try not to use my front porch because, yeah.
Well, you can always just go out there and sit. You don't have to go down and stare at it. Yeah, you won't be able to sit underneath that pear tree, that's for sure. It's a wonder when they tacked that sign up, or it's more they didn't get somebody then.
Yeah.
Well, retarded. They don't understand no way.
Let me take Dusty outside. I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, I don't like your Hornets at all. Oh, that's the first time I've yawned all day. And I get on this thing, and that's the first thing I do. Ain't that funny? That I go all day and not even yawn, and the first time I get on this thing, that's when I do it. Is it telling me something? Maybe.
Could be.
Could be boring. Too boring for me. I don't know. It puts you to sleep. Maybe.
Well, it might be a new thing. You could fall asleep. People watch you sleep. It's kind of creepy.
I don't want nobody to look at me, watch me sleeping. That's weird. I mean, if somebody wants to, I don't care a bit.
Somebody out there is into that, I'm sure.
I'll do a 24-hour live. I'll set up a 24-hour live and nothing but me sleeping. For at least 8 hours anyway. I should have got that one thing I was saying at the Dollar General this afternoon. I should have got that. And I probably will. I'm going to get that. That'd be something to use. A little baby mask. Yeah. I wouldn't mind to have one of them electric bug zappers out in my front yard there where we sit at. But I don't think them holes will be big enough for them Hornets.
No. Not when they're as big as your thumb.
Can you imagine one hitting its toe anyway?
Almost as big as your big toe, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah, I know it. Yeah. If the hose were big enough and one got through, imagine what it sounded like. I couldn't stand the stink.
Yeah.
A burnt hornet.
Hello,
Yeah,
Kitty. Thank you for taking
I've
up
been
here.
I've been to people's houses where they have them zappers and they go off, and oh, it stinks, dude. I'd rather put up with the mosquitoes
Yeah.
as the stink. You kind of it's either or, I guess. I wouldn't mind having one, but
It's a combination of ozone and burnt flesh.
uh-huh. I want to put some bird seed in the bird feeder out in the front yard, and I happened to look down. There was a bird on the ground. Looked like he'd been injured.
Uh-oh.
He's moving around and everything. I didn't pay no attention to him much, but I just went in about and put some seed in and stuff. And looked back and he was gone. He must have got away. Looked like he was hurt. I looked at him. I said, "You better be glad that there wasn't no cats following me, because usually they follow me." And that would have been too bad for that bird, because he was sitting there flopping around like he was trying. Well, it was not really flopping around. He was kind of moving around, and he got up against that little bush there next to there, and he couldn't go no further. If them cats would have followed me like they usually do, it'd been too bad for him. I looked back when I seen that thing. I looked back to see if anybody was following me. Nobody was around me. So, boy, you got off lucky, bird. This is one place you don't want to be. On the ground. You got 9 cats.
Someone brought me a mouse the other day.
Hello there.
Someone who's been around the stove in the kitchen.
Hello, Pookie. Yeah. What you doing, Pookie? Talking about cats, and here's one in here now. He must have heard me talking about it. What are you doing? Yeah. They'd have made short work of that bird. I can tell you that right now.
But my cats, whichever one killed that mouse was pregnant. So they did me a huge favor.
Oh yeah, they did. They earned their keep for the day, didn't they?
Yeah.
And then some.
Everybody got a treat because I don't know who caught it. So
Yeah.
But I know I woke up and that's 2 days ago. I woke up and I walked in the kitchen to get some water going for coffee. Looked down at what in the world is that? Oh, it's a little brown mouse and it was pregnant. I looked at what cats were in the house and said, good job. Hold on, let me get something for you. I had some chicken that I had cooked up and I had left over. Started handing it out. I didn't know who done it, so I gave it to all the cats that were in the house at the time.
Well,
That's
what I can do. I mean, they didn't leave a note.
Yeah.
Well, you can do.
It's funny how they leave it where you find it.
Yeah, it's funny. They just lay right there where they know you'll find it.
Yeah.
Right there, either next to the food bowl or right there where your common place is. Yeah, they tried to bring a bird in one time. They did bring it. Ugh. I said, no, you ain't bringing that nasty thing in here. And I took it, threw it out. Well, here's a bird. Yeah, I appreciate you. I don't think you're doing much to the population, but there's still more birds. But I appreciate the sentiment anyway. But we're still not keeping it in here.
Kind of a thank you for taking good care of him.
Yeah.
Well,
Go ahead.
I heard that mouse, when the stove gets good and hot, I'll hear it jump and it hits its head on the metal and you can hear it scurrying around trying to get away from the heat. It won't be doing that now. You say geckos, Janet. I had a skink in my bedroom the other day.
A skank.
And
he did.
That thing was huge, dude.
He had a skank in your bedroom.
That didn't sound right, did it?
No, it didn't. Okay.
And
wrong skank. Wrong
I
skank.
figured out how I got in too. That back door's got a gap under it.
Yeah.
And I don't know what draws them in here. This morning I opened the door and there was one right there in front of the door. As soon as I swung the door open, it took off running.
Yeah.
It was in my bedroom. That thing was huge.
Now, when one of my cats brings a snake in, there may be some action going on.
Yeah. I'll say Donnie in there. He loves snakes.
Janet wants to know what her name was.
Unwanted. That's what her name was. Unwanted.
An unwanted skank.
I don't know who come up with that name, but
you left yourself wide open on that, Barry.
Hey, I can't blame. I can't help it. I'm not the one that named them. Could have said lizard, and then someone would have said what kind, and I would still had to say it.
Yeah, it'd be like talking random. Oh, well, I found a skank in my bedroom the other day. Oh, really? How'd she get in there? Sure, you found a skank, Barry. Sure. You found it. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, mercy sakes. We're just talking like might be on the cool down period there next week. Cool down period. Satisfy me. I wouldn't care.
Well, not gonna hear me complain.
No. I think it's gonna be less humidity and all that stuff, Well, that's typical for here anyway, Was it a lot lizard? Was it a red-headed lot lizard there, Janet? I had to say that. I couldn't resist. Well, I could, but I chose not to. Yeah, we're coming out with all these puns, aren't we?
I heard a radio shop advertising on 19. few weeks back, and I heard somebody come back. He must have been a truck driver. He goes, he said, "When I come out of your store, I'm not going to get mobbed by a bunch of lot lizards, am I?" He goes, "No, but I'll send you home with my wife." It was like, oh my God, dude. She must have been a former lot lizard.
Yeah. One can only wonder about those places anyway. They got a questionable background to start with.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They better stop that advertising on 19. They'll be like that exit 56, get in trouble.
Uh-huh.
You're not supposed to advertise on CB. And exit 56 has tried it so many times and they got busted every time they did it.
Oh yeah. Well, you know.
What I can't figure out is why they must pick and choose which enforcement actions they put on their website, because some of those truck stops you don't see them get it. You don't see them on the enforcement list.
I think they do pick and choose. I think they just kind of randomly hit here and there. I think it's a whole lot of convenience.
Yeah.
If it's convenient to them to do a certain area, they'll do it.
I mean, that it would be pretty easy for the FCC to do that, because they have to take the interstate to get to where they're going.
Yeah.
And it can hear them just as plain as,
Oh yeah, it might take them a couple months to get around to nailing them down, but they'll triangulate and they'll find out where it's at. And if they give their day gym at their location, they're going to automatically know where they're at.
Yeah, giving out their exit number and everything. I mean,
well,
come on.
I've heard them do it. Yeah, I mean, you just asked for it.
Nanner pudding. Remember that?
Uh-huh.
Nanner pudding.
Yeah, that truck stop was advertising their food. They quit that after a while. They must have got busted out as well.
Yeah, I think they did. A lot, dude.
Well, they all too. That place is,
Which, those girls, they'll put them women on there if their voice is just right. They'll put them on there. And, the nanner pudding could be taken several ways.
Yeah.
And, the manager of that truck stop knows it. He knows that.
Yeah, he does. It's all, yeah. Yeah, their voices might sound nice and everything, but you see them in person, oh my God. That voice does not match you, honey. That can't be you. It can't. Why not? It just can't. You're sitting there telling me you're this so-and-so person. Yeah. Okay. Nobody looks like they sound on the CB. That is a given. Now, sometimes that's an exception. Very few.
I can't think of his handle, but he lived down there towards London, and he sounded like a black man, but he's white as you and I.
Excuse me.
I think he was from Louisiana. Bless you. I think he was from Louisiana, way down deep in Louisiana. And,
Yeah.
But I met him in person. I was like, oh my God. I thought that's legit. Thought you were a black man.
You're not black. You sound black. They got that down there. They got that voice anyway that kind of makes them sound like it. Yeah, heard a few of them on there, and they sound pretty good there, and you get to see them in person. Oh my God! You have to ask somebody, "You sure that's them?" Yeah.
There was a lady around Cincinnati that would talk to all the truck drivers on 19, and me and my wife was running around. We had the radio on in the car, and I asked for a break because she had the meter all the way over into the red, and I thought, damn, she's got to be close, and started calling a handle out, and she kept keying over top of somebody, and finally answered me, and she asked who I was and where I was, and when she let up off the key, you heard truck drivers say, "Driver, you don't want to get tangled up in that mess. Trust me." I said, I'm married. I said, no worries there. But yeah, I was just curious because she's blowing my speakers out, and I'm on a back road right now. He said, if she's blowing your speakers out, you're in her neighborhood. I said, all right, yeah, message received. Thank you very much, driver.
I copy loud and clear.
Yeah. Save me and Sue the trouble. It was.
it probably would have done you some good just to have met up with them. That way, it would have taught you a real lesson.
Yeah.
And then they'd probably want to sleep for about a couple months. Every time you look at the CB, you think about it. You want to get on CB for a while.
We also had a traveling preacher on 19.
Yeah.
And he would run all the way around 275, which 275 is like, imagine New Circle Road on a larger scale. It circled around Cincinnati, basically. And he would run through there with his volume turned down, and he would preach, and I've got nothing wrong with that. But yeah. It goes back to you're not allowed to have one-way communications on a CV, but
yeah,
that's one of those rules that's overlooked.
Mm-hmm.
And I overlooked the fact that hey, he's doing the Lord's work, and who am I to say? But he had all kinds of people on him, but nobody ever could pinpoint who he was or anything. I don't think he was on the interstate. I think he was taking the roads that are parallel with the interstate. Because if he'd been on the interstate, they could have pinpointed who it was.
Yeah. He's probably taking the side streets paralleled it. Yeah.
Yeah. He was running, from what we could tell, he was running a legal radio. You could tell it wasn't hopped up. You just could not get away from him because he was following the interstate. Just all day long, dude. Like all day long, he'd be on there. It's not so bad if he would take breaks.
Yeah.
But he never would give them a break. He wouldn't shut up long enough to let them do their, because there were a lot of speed traps on 275. Because people, it's so convenient to floor it.
I don't think I've ever heard you, Janet, so I don't know what you sound like.
Janet, there's a few people on the CB who have had throat cancer, and they use the Vox thing, and they sound robotic, but they get on the radio and they just have a blast. They don't even have a real voice.
Yeah, I remember one of them guys used to talk on there with
There's one on there here just recently. He's been doing that.
he had
He
one of
got
the
some
first.
there. It's a blast.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I talked to him a couple times. He's got my name called, and then I let him get back to what he was doing because he's got a strong station. I'll give him that. And just the fact that he didn't let that disability stop him from enjoying his radio,
Yeah.
you know,
You know,
I can't knock that.
made them little boxes. You just stick it right here and just talk on.
Yep. He had a little echo in there, not too much, because if it was too much, you wouldn't be able to understand him at all. But
I can't remember who that one guy was. It's been a long time ago, dude. But yeah, I used to hear him on there a lot, a long time ago. Let me take a break here just a second. I gotta go.
All right, go ahead.
I'll give me something to drink for my throat. Be right back.
Meow. Meow. What else have you got to tell us? Uh-huh. What else? Oh, really? Are you a good kitty cat? Are you a good girl? Huh? We're gonna have to try something else because you're still scratching for fleas, and that stuff's evidently not working. Yeah. Sweet pea. You live up to your name. Definitely a sweet pea. Oh. Meow. Meow. Thank you for kisses. Yeah. Little sweet pea sitting up here on my desk next to me, giving kisses and talking. Just living the best life. You're a good cat, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're a good kitty. You're a good kitty. I believe you are. Yeah.
Yeah. You're lucky there, Janet. But a whole lot of people's had that done, and they had them little things that stick right here and talk. Go right on.
Meow. Meow.
Now, Pookie. Oh, that
Meow.
Butters. He Butters. That Butters.
Meow.
Yeah.
Meow. Aw. What?
There wasn't nobody. I think we were the only ones camping down there with tents. Everybody else had the RVs and pull behind.
Wow. It's like take it home with you when you go camping.
Yeah. I mean, if I could have afforded one, I'd like to have one, but no. You can get them used pretty decently, but I wouldn't have a pull behind no way. No.
I wouldn't want insurance on a full size. Let alone put fuel in it.
Well, yeah. You know,
A medium or smaller one, yeah, but no full size.
not no big. No.
I don't want a Greyhound size diesel pusher.
No. Take 40 acres, turn it around.
Yeah. You keep looking in your mirrors, make sure when you turn onto another road, you're not taking cars with you.
Yeah. Yeah, you got a CDL to drive them anyway, the big one.
Yeah.
You got a CDL. But them medium size ones you don't have to. But you know, you can buy them used all the time. They're just fairly low mileage too. But I can't afford it right now. But yeah, we were the only ones down there camping with tents. Them and wasn't nobody camping over at the primitive side. Nobody. It's empty. They talk about extending the electric over in that area a little bit more to draw in more, people. But I doubt if I go next year, Lord willing, I probably won't go back down there. They're too expensive for one thing, and for no more than what they got. Before it changed hands like it did, it was kind of mediocre. They had a bathhouse and everything like that, which is, if you figured everything in, it was cheap. It made sense. But they raised it almost double from what it was before, and I just don't see it. Yeah, they had a few people this year, but I don't think they'll get no repeat people. Simply the fact that they're not too expensive. When you can go right down the road and just anytime you want. Basically, there's always opens down there, Home Bend. And you got Smith Ridge right across the lake over in there. They're always got openings. So it's somebody out of Louisville bought it and everything. Sucks, really does. But yeah, we had some good neighbors there camped next to us. They were from Lebanon. Two Italy, an elderly couple. They're pretty nice people. Talk to you and everything, Sell blue to come over and talk to you. You don't see too much of it anymore. We had them meteors going up down the lake and them damn surfboards and everything. You just expecting him meant to see one of them flip it and end up drowned. And a big house, these little pontoon boats, full of people, every one of them was drunk. Every one of them. And I didn't see one with a life preserver on. You're supposed to have a life preserver for every one that's on that boat.
Call them party barges.
Yeah, I know they wasn't. They was really exceeding it. Didn't see no patrols or anything on the water. Usually I seen them before. I think it's just like anything else. I think it's just like they just toss the coin and decide what they're going to do that day. We might go down to the lake and patrol a little bit. I don't think we will. Too much paperwork. Because we know we're going to catch somebody. we just know it. It's just like, now we'll bring you 2 books with you. We're going to probably need them. I mean, I don't know, man. They wonder. You hear all the time about accidents on the water like that, and you see something like that, and you know why, you know. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't have one of them pull behind trailers, campers, because it's too hard to pull. I mean, get in there, right? You'd have to have something that could pull it. And I'm not going to go and buy a truck just to pull a camper.
Yeah.
Might well just get a regular RV and be done with it. But I don't know. I was just under the impression that there ain't that many people camping. Really?
We're a dying breed.
I mean, you know, even though I didn't see any tents, but still yet, you know, yes, it was hot, you know, rain, but really, all the electric sites were taken up, but there wasn't nobody in the primitive area. Nobody. Even I would have expected on a Friday night to be at least one or two, but it wasn't. That's when we went down, was on a weekend. We'd go over with primitive. And when we first started going down that way. But primitive ain't bad as long as you got things to make it a little comfortable. You probably need a little small generator to get your, you know, bring up fans or something like that, you know. But other than that, I mean, next year, if Lord willing, I'm going to have me one of them upright air conditioners where you can just I'll take one of them with me. Throw in the tent. I'll put it in the tent, so that'll be cool. Don't have to worry about it. All right, Janet. Well, yeah, I didn't catch you when you put that in there.
She just now put it in there.
Oh, okay. No, I didn't get to. I didn't walk around too much, or I didn't. And like I said earlier, I didn't do any video down there. Took a few pictures, but I just didn't feel like it.
I see the little one behind you.
Huh?
I see the little one behind you. Your right shoulder.
Oh, bear.
Yeah.
A bear. Hi, bear.
He's done.
Hey, bear. Yeah, he's a little whiny sometimes, but he just as mean as the rest of them. He has his whiny spells. When he comes in the house and nobody else is in there,
Yeah.
meow, meow. He's looking for his brothers and sisters. They're not in here, cat. You know. Most times they stay out, but in and out. Now, overnight, I don't like. Right now, I know eventually I'll have to let them stay in, but And I've tried it a couple times, just letting them stay in and see what they do. It ain't 10 minutes till they're climbing and jumping, and I ain't having this cat. Y'all don't, I don't mind it.
Oh,
That was really rude. Thunderstorm warning for western Harlan County, northeastern Bell County, east central Knox County. Harlan, Bell, and Knox. I'm getting it from the Jackson and Louisville.
yeah.
That was rude. No. Oh, cats. Yeah, they get they'll sometimes they'll come in and let us lay around, and which is okay. I don't mind that. When all of a sudden they catch your back turn, here they are, climbing around. Nope. Y'all know better. But most time they stay out. They like it outside. Eventually I'll have to let them in. But I got the door propped open now where they can go in now. But by the time before I go to bed, I'll shut the door.
I got 2 females that stay in the house 90% of the time. The rest are all outside.
All right, I'm glad you're back there, Janet. Yeah. Well, the kittens they'll see their mama out there and they'll try to get close to her and she'll snap at them.
Yeah.
She don't want nothing to do with them. Nothing to do with nobody.
Wow.
I think she's gone plumb nuts. I think she just lost it. I really do. She stays gone all day, and then she'll come in here, get a little bite to eat, and that's it.
Paint, she's getting kind of cantankerous in her old age. She wants to where it's just me and her one-on-one. She don't want no other cat around us.
Uh-huh.
It's just me and her, and she'll kiss and swat at them and growl. And I'm like, you guys share me. And no, she don't want no part of sharing.
She's that way with everybody, all the cats. Toby, he's playing with all of them now. So once he started playing with them, that was it. They'll type fighting and playing, and it's funny. It gets a little rough on them, but they don't care. Kelly, she not like that. She'll hang right around them all the time, I don't know. I think she's going nuts. So I guess it's possible. There's Blackberry Dr. Pepper.
Any good?
Yeah. Yeah. When it's cold, it's really good. I got some RC Cola in there too, in can. I drank one can of it. It tastes about like it used to. The bottles were better though.
The
glass bottles.
The raspberry Mountain Dew, I don't care for it at all.
Raspberry Mountain Dew. I think
Tastes
I've
like
had that before.
tastes like it's, I don't know, just tastes chemically to me. Uh,
Huh. It don't want that dog up there. What it is? It's jealous. Yeah, Toby. When neighbors they got their dog in their little pen thing, he'll go outside of the pen and torment it. It'll stand there and look at it, and it'll be like dogs do. They see it and they're gonna go nuts. And there he is. Every time I hear him, I can hear that dog carrying on. I know what it is. I go look. Yeah, sure enough, there he is. There's Toby sitting there. He's either laying down or just sitting there looking at him. Look at him. He's tortured. He's taunting him. Dog, you can't get to me. I can move around freely, but you can't. That's what he said.
oh yeah.
Dog, you can't get me. Yeah, look, the dogs are okay. I mean, but I couldn't handle one myself. I couldn't handle a little dog at all. Not, I like them. I like them. Don't get me wrong, but there's too much to fool with. I mean, if we take notion to go somewhere or whatever, we just go, and a little dog like that you got, or a big dog for that matter, you just got babysit them and everything. It's just, I just ain't got, I don't, more power to anybody that does that, but I just can't do it. My patience anymore ain't suitable. That last dog we had, it was a pain. He was constantly worried about whether he was going to get into something or not. And everything. If he's gone more than one day, then that was a no-no because you're just asking for it. And no, I said no. We thought about it a couple of times, maybe getting a little dog, something like a poodle or something like that. But we thought, I said, think about it. We're going to have to babysit this sucker all the time. And anytime we go somewhere, we got to take it with us and all this. Well, that's the only way you can do it there, Janet. You certainly couldn't. I learned that a long time ago. You can't leave them in the house. That is, if you want anything to be left. I learned that the hard way. But if you got somebody coming in, checking them, that's different. But, my cats, we just, when we was gone a couple of days for the trip, we just, I put out enough food that I know they would have enough, and everything. And cats, they pretty much take care of themselves. If they're not eating their food, I'll put out for them. They're catching their food, They had plenty of water and all that stuff. But yeah, my neighbors would have probably checked on my cats for me, but I never did ask them to. They'd done it. I just didn't want to bother them with it. But it all worked out good. But you know,
I like other people's dogs. They're like having grandchildren. You can always send them home.
yeah, that's the way I.
The neighbor's dog, he's all goofy. That's all his problem is. He's just goofy.
Yeah, that's the way I look at it, Jenner. I mean, you know, I'd like to have a little dog, you know, don't get me wrong, but I just thought about it. This is, I just I can't cope with it, you know. It's just too much. I'm used to well, we're both used to our, you know, way things are now, and we don't, any kind of restrictions is tough. Now, when I had my last dog, Rango, I'd take him back and forth with me to pick my wife up at work. I've done that several times. You know, but you know, it's just what a person's used to, I guess. Well, I like to have me a monkey though. If I had a monkey, that would be so much fun because you could train it to do things. If you need to borrow some sugar from the next door neighbor, I'd call the neighbor up. Hey, can I borrow some sugar? Well, yeah. Okay, I'll be over in a minute. Send the monkey over. The monkey knock on the door. And up go. Oh, huh? And maybe throw some poop at them before you leave. Don't let nobody kid you that them monkeys, especially them little bitty, they're not chimpanzee, but they're small monkeys, little bitty monkeys. Them suckers are mean. Yes, sir. I can spend a whole hour telling them about when my daddy had got a monkey one time. I'll tell you a brief part of it. He got it from a guy. He was somewhere in a store or something, and somebody had one in the car in their truck, you know. That monkey had tore the dashboard all out of that truck. The foam stuff, you know, on the dashboard. He had tore pieces off all over. That guy was going to kill it. Daddy said, no, how much you want for it? Remember he told Dad how much he'd take for it, which wasn't much, and they paid for it and took it home. That was the worst thing he ever done. About 2 days, it was a female monkey, okay?
Yeah.
And its name was Lucy. And little bitty monkey. Yeah, it probably wasn't that tall. One of them little small ones like you see on these documentaries that be up in the trees, you know, what are little bit small ones? I can't remember what the name of it was, but anyway, it was a female and named Lucy. Brought it home. It did not like a female. a human female, did not like them. It would fight them. It fought mama. Any woman come in there, it would jump on them and pull her hair. The funniest part about it is her and grandma. That was the funny. They fought like, it reminded me so much of Granny fighting that kangaroo on the Beverly Hillbillies. It reminded me so much of that. Because they fought just like that. I'll tell you a brief little story about the monkey.
Yeah.
Grandma had this big living room that she kept all, she didn't let nobody much go in there because she called it her sitting room, more or less. Very big room of the house. And she had a rocker in there, And that monkey one day went in there, got up on that rocker. So grandma was in there cleaning or doing something. That monkey followed her in there. Sometimes she would attack women, sometimes she wouldn't. It depends. You had to keep one eye on her all the time anyway. If you was a woman. They already learned that. But anyway, grandma was in there cleaning the living room up, and a monkey come in there, followed her in there, and got up on that rocker. It wasn't them big high back rockers, and it was an old rocker. And don't tell me how old that thing was. That monkey started rocking back and forth, and it kept on getting harder and harder, rocking back harder and harder. Grandma told her, said, "Quit that, Lucy, quit that." It'd stop and it'd look at her, look at grandma, and it'd just start right back again. This is hard as she could rock. Grandma said, "I'll fix you." And she took her broom and put it behind the rocker where it wouldn't rock. That monkey started rocking, it stopped, It hung right there on that broom, And they tried it and tried, it wouldn't rock. That monkey looked around and looked behind her like that right there and seen that broom there. She got down and got that broom and threw it plumb across the room. She grabbed that broom and slung it plumb across the room. Then the fight was on. Grandma chased her through the house. Grandma was chasing her through the house or something. I can't remember if it was a cane or something. She was chasing her. And she told Dad, says, "If you don't do something with that monkey, I'm going to kill it. I'm going to go and load the shotgun up, and I'm going to shoot it." Daddy said, "What'd you do to it, Mama? What'd you do?" "I didn't do nothing to her." "What'd you do to it?" "Yeah, that monkey, I remember like it was yesterday because I was there. And seen it. That monkey looked around, seen that broom handle stuck behind that. It pissed her off. She grabbed that thing and slung it plumb through the living room. Hard as she could. For a little monkey, that sucker was stout.
Yeah.
And that big old broom slung it. I think I may be wrong, but I think she slung it right at Grandma.
Oh.
I think she did. I think it's where the fight started. When she slung it at Grandma, and about not hit her in the head with it. Then it was so funny, her and that rocker. But later on, the monkey it got some kind of, it got sick, and Dad took it to the vet and stuff and tried to, I can't remember what it was. It's some kind of something. It didn't last too long after it started getting sick and finally passed away. But Lucy. Oh, it'd catch a woman coming through and it would ambush her. get right on their head and start pulling hair.
Ah.
Yes, sir, buddy. It did not like a female. Male didn't matter nothing. I don't know there, Janet. It could have been monkeypox. You know, the best I can remember was some sort of virus or something. I don't know. Yeah, it was funny. Yeah, that little episode there reminded me so much. Every time I see that episode on Beverly Hillbillies, that reminds me of Grandma and that monkey when she had that fight with that kangaroo on there, Granny. The grandma was about the same size as Granny, looked just like Granny, just about same actions and everything. Yeah, it's little pets like that, once in a lifetime. I mean, who would have ever thought Dad would ever brought home a monkey? I mean, of all the things you could have brought home, a monkey? Where'd you get that thing at? Well, somebody, he told the story, No, I didn't watch that. But, yeah. We had he used to have pet coons, He had one when he was younger, old Sal coon that would go with him everywhere. He'd go to the store, those little country stores, and he'd get out of the car and the coon would get out with him and he'd climb right on top of the house, of the porch of the store and wait there till he come out. Yeah. But after a while they go crazy after a while when they get older. They're not a good pet forever,
Remember when that Stretcher had that squirrel?
Oh yeah. Well, I remember him talking about it. Yeah.
That thing was crazy, dude. If you had any change or keys or anything, you'd get to it.
He'd hide them, wouldn't
he? Yeah.
Yeah, he'd hide them, toss them away, You can raise a squirrel, but, I wouldn't even know how going about doing that, though. I mean, you can't be too hard, but.
I'll leave them right where God put them.
Yeah, because I ain't going to go through the torment of raising one. And as funny as they would be the cool to have a little squirrel running around the house and everything. I say you wouldn't. Well, I couldn't have one now anyway for all these cats. I'd say you'd tear a cat up, I'd say a squirrel would tear a cat up.
Yeah.
I'll say it would, because
now if they were raised together,
yeah, there couldn't be no problem.
A kitten would be different, but
I know rabbits and cats, they usually, if they're raised together, they're okay. But we tried to keep a rabbit as a pet, let him run around. Some people can do it. I just never could. They poop too much. You gotta have a litter box for them and everything, dude. It's just like, oh my God, what did you eat today?
Everything goes right through them.
Oh yeah, I'd say you can do that, Janet. I've heard people doing it too. Man, I ain't got that kind of patience though, really. And anymore, really, I'd hate to even have one because you don't know what they're gonna catch. You know, they're going animals anymore. Wild animals, they constantly coming up with all kinds of diseases and everything. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah, that was really funny. Yeah, my sister had a baby deer one time. Had a fawn. It didn't last long. It didn't live long. Uh, they found it on the farm down there. They was baling hay and found it. But it was injured or something. Brought it home, and she doctored it up and everything, and it got better from what was wrong with it. And it went on like that, maybe a couple of months, something like that, and it finally got some kind of disease or something, died. We had the vet out there and everything. If it had lived much longer, we would had we'd had reported it, and you couldn't have a hunting license. You couldn't hunt, get a hunting license by owning one.
Wow.
Yeah. That sort of thing, the fish and wildlife. But, oh, hello there, butters and butters.
Aw. Hello, kitty.
Hello, butters. I don't know where Sammy's at. Hello, butters. I know it's like Buttercup. Buttercup kitty.
Hi there, Buttercup. Hello, Buttercup. Good, baby. Oh, pretty.
Yeah, he's a boy. He's a boy. Only got one girl out of that bunch. It was Pookie. She's a girl. Sammy, I don't know where he's at. He's out here running around outside somewhere. He'll be in here in a minute.
Sweepy went outside. Farrah's behind me on the cabinet, and Casey's back there in the kitchen somewhere asleep, hanging off of. That cat, she'll hang her head and one paw off of whatever she's laying on.
Well, that's what Sammy does. It's hanging off. It's hanging off. I was thinking one day doing that. I said, "Oh, look at that cat. How can he sleep like that?"
Or she sleeps upside down and got her belly exposed, so I have to walk by and rub her belly. Because it's exposed. You got to.
Yeah.
Farrah's getting where she goes outside, but she'll only go out for a couple hours, and then she's had her fill and come back in.
When we down there camping, we seen about eight deer down there. Yeah. They come out about almost dark. You see them in the light coming across. And everything. Hello there, Butters. What do you want, Butters? Who are you, Butters? No, you're a Buttercup. What do you want? Yeah, they're deer thick down there this year. My neighbor said they seen one at in Eugene's driveway day before yesterday. Right in the driveway at about 12 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah. Mine's not been out in the, I call it mine, but it's a doe. She'd come out. she'll stay close to that other trailer, but she'll hide in the tall weeds. And since he's been cutting it back,
Yeah.
she hasn't been out lately. So
There's a doe, and I think there's a couple of does and a buck. And it's right in the driveway. About 12 o'clock in the day. It's hard. It's very unusual to see them out like that.
they're taunting Eugene. That's all it is.
Yeah.
Taunting you.
I didn't tell him about it, but he'd be like, okay.
Yeah.
They cross right there anyway. That's one of their crossing spots.
Somebody said there's not going to be any more hunting up there either.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yeah, it is.
really? Uh-huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Keep telling yourself that.
Mm-hmm. So I ain't going up for no way.
I washed my hands of that whole situation.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let her deal with it. See how much of a headache.
Mm-hmm. Well, she ain't gonna deal with it. That's a one-time thing.
Yeah, I know that. But now that he's got her attention, he's gonna keep on counting on her,
Mm-hmm.
and the bee in her is gonna come out.
Well, until they come around to where it was rent time, I say, Donnie, who do I make the rent check out to this month? What do you mean? Well, Melissa, she says that if she's the owner, you say you're not the owner, so do I make it out to them? But,
Yeah.
you need to let me know.
I bet he's never even considered that.
No, never crossed his mind.
Yeah.
Never crossed. He would when you bring it up to him. Just bring it up. See what he says. Watch him start sweating bullets. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut her off at about 10:30. I would go to 11, but I didn't run out of things to talk about.
Yeah.
I'll get in there and pin around with something else or in a little bit. Might listen to some radio or some CB or something. I don't know. But yeah, Janet Potter, I appreciate you coming in there tonight, and appreciate it. Barry, anybody else watching the replay, thank you for watching and whatever and all that good stuff. May your camel have many humps. And with that remark, I shall call it a day. Y'all have a good night.
Bye.